I'm Mike Davis. I'm one of the TSS supervisors. I'm going to start showing you the pre-trip. First thing I'm going to tell you is imperative that we must point at everything we're speaking of and speak loud enough and clear enough so they can understand. The first thing that we're going to do, we're going to start off by turning our lights on. What I did, I went in there and I put it on night run. That's 2 clicks to the right. I'm going to start off with our headlights, all the lights. All my lights are security attached. None is cracked and not broken, and they all have the proper color. At this time, my clearance lights and my low beam are working. Could you assist me in checking my lights?
Yes.
Left turn signal, side signal, right turn signal, side signal, 4-way, side 4-way, and a high beam. When you get done testing your lights, turn the switch back off. And we're going to start to our curbside mirror. This mirror is security attached. It's not cracked, it's not broken. This windshield and this windshield, both are security attached. They're not cracked, not broken, and no obstruction. My wiper, security attached, move free, the blade is not torn, it makes full contact to the windshield. This windshield wiper, this security attached, it moves free, the blade is not torn, it also makes full contact to the windshield. This mirror, security attached, it's not cracked, it's not broken. Driver window, it moves free, it's not cracked, not broken, there's no obstruction. Passenger windows, they're all intact, they're not cracked, they're not broken. They have 3 side panels. They have 1 in the front and 2 in the back. The security attached with hinges and rivets, none are missing or broken, and they are key locked. My stern box and hoses, they are security attached. My stern box is not cracked and not leaking, and my hoses are not cracked and they're not leaking. Splash guard, mud flap, they're security attached, it's not cracked and not broken. If I had a tire gauge, I've checked the proper inflation in this tire. My inside and outside casings are free from abrasions, bruises, and cuts. Tires worn evenly. Thread depth is no less than 4/30 seconds. My rim is not cracked, not broken, it's free from illegal welds. Lug nuts, they are all present. If there is loose, it be signs of rust. My hub are sealed. Security attached with, but they are not cracked, it's not broken. Are leaking. If it was leaking, it'd be all inside the rim. My brake drum is not cracked or broken. My brake lining is not worn too thin and is free from grease and oil. My brake chamber, security attached. It's not cracked, it's not leaking. My brake hose is security attached. It's not cracked and it's not leaking. My slack adjuster and my push rod, they're securely attached. They're not cracked or broken. My push rod will not exceed no more than 1 inch when the brakes is released. My torque arm are securely attached. It's not cracked. It's not broken. My airbags and my shock, which is behind the second airbag, are securely attached. My airbag is not cracked, not leaking, and my shock is not cracked and they're not leaking. My airbag and shock mounts attached to the frame are securely attached with nuts and bolts. It's not cracked, it's not broken. My pivot arm and my drag link are securely attached. It's not cracked or broken. Could you follow me to the rear, please? My splash guard, my mud flap, I would check it as I did in the front. My tire gauge, if I had a tire gauge, I also would check it just like I did in the front. My inner allocations, I also would check it just like I did in the front. My thread depth is no less than 2/32. My bud spacing, if I had a foreign object in it, I would remove it, keeping from hurting a pedestrian or damaging the vehicle. My rim, my lug nuts, I would check them just like I did the front. My axle seal, are securely attached. It's not cracked, it's not leaking. If it was leaking, be all inside the rim. Brake drum, brake lining, brake chamber, brake hose, slack adjuster, and my push rod, and my torque arm. I would check them just like I did the front. My drive shaft are securely attached. It is not bent and it is not twisted. My airbags and my shocks, I would check them just like I did the front. My airbag mounts and my shock mounts, I would test them just like I did the front. My frame, I would test my frame for bent cross members, excessive ruts, and illegal welds. My doors securely attached with rivets, none are missing or broken. The inside also securely attached with rivets, none is missing or broken. My door shocks, they're securely attached and they're not cracked or leaking. There's coolant in the reservoir, which is green, which is bus is safe to operate. My coolant hose, it's not cracked, it's not leaking, and frayed, and securely attached. My exhaust are securely attached. It's not cracked, it's not leaking. If it was leaking, it'd be signs of black soot or rust. My oil. If I had to check it, I'd take the dipstick out, wipe it off, reinsert it, take it back out, and check between add and full. My water pump is belt driven, security attached, it's not cracked or leaking. My alternator is also belt driven, security attached, it's not cracked or broken. My alternator wire are security attached, it's not cracked or frayed. My belts are security attached, they're not cracked or frayed, has no more than 3/4 inch of pipe. My air compressor is gear driven, security attached, it's not cracked, and it's not leaking. My wires are security attached, and they're not cracked or frayed. My hoses, they are security attached, and they're not cracked or frayed or leaking. There's no leak up underneath the place. My power steering pump are security attached. It's gear driven, and it's not cracked, it's not leaking. My power steering reservoir, it's also security attached, it's not cracked, it's not leaking. If I had to check it, I'd take the dipstick out, wipe it off, reinsert it, take it back out, and check between add and full. Looking at my lights. All my lights are security attached. None is cracked and not broken. And they all have its proper color. And also my reflectors as well. And one on each side. Could you assist me in checking my lights, please?
Yes.
I will inspect this side as I did the other side, except for a few exceptions. My fuel tank is security attached. It's not cracked. It's not leaking. My fuel cap is security attached, and it's not cracked, and it's not leaking. Follow me, please. My door, no free, it's security attached. The glass is not cracked, it's not broken. My handrails are security attached, and they're all secured. My flooring. There's no flooring coming up or peeling and no obstruction. My handrail. Make sure that it's securely mounted. I have a fully charged fire extinguisher. I have 3 triangles. I will have fuses, but this bus runs on circuit breaker. My handrail, securely attached to the roof, to the seat, and also to the floor. There, are secured. My seat is also attached to the floor, secured to the floor, and it's secured. And I inspect all the other seats as I've done this one. I also have 2 emergency hatches, one in the rear and one in the front. In the event there's an emergency, I will turn the right handle to exit and push up on it. I also have 4 emergency exit windows. I have 2 on the curb side and also 2 on the street side. And they're indicated by red handles. I will demonstrate one for you. It works. I have 2 manual release valves. I have one up front over the front door. I have one here. In the event there's an emergency, I will break the sealed glass and pull down the lever to open up the doors. This mirror is securely attached. It's not cracked, it's not broken. I'm looking from the rear all the way up to the front. There's no flooring coming up or peeling and no obstruction. At this time, I'm going to do my in-cab inspection. Put the air on the door. My seat belt. It's not afraid to cut. It clicks. Now I'm going to do my safe start. I got pressure on my brake. Buses in neutral. And the parking brake are engaged. I'm looking for my ABS light. I'm going to turn my switch on 2 clicks. 1, 2. ABS light is on. Now it's off. Now my bus is safe to start. Hit the start button. I'll do my left turn signal, right turn signal, my 4 ways, and my high beam. Both mirrors are securely attached. They're not cracked and they're not broken. The curbside mirror, it moves and is just to my view. The driver's side mirror, it moves and it's adjusted to my view. The driver's side windshield and the curbside windshield, they both are not cracked, they're not broken, and there's no obstruction. Wipers, doing that, I'm going to press down on my wiper. They have fluid and both does work. Now I'm going to test my heat. Turn the switch on to heat. It's going to take a moment. It works. Now I'm going to test my defrost. High, medium, low. It works. Now I'm going to check my gauges. My air pressure is between 90 and 120, which is safe to operate. My oil pressure is between 20 and 40, and it's safe to operate. My water temperature is between 100 and 180, and it's safe to operate. My voltage is between 28 and 32, and it's safe to operate. Now I'm going to check my ramp. I'm going to open up the doors, put power onto the ramp, and I'm going to deploy it. It goes down. It does work. Take the power off and close the door. Now I'm going to do my 3 T's. The first T is tap my horn. It works. Now I'm going to tug against my parking brake. By doing that, I'm going to put it in drive. Put pressure on my brake. Put it in drive. Try to move the bus by giving some acceleration. It holds. Put my foot back on the brake, apply pressure on it. I'm going to straighten my wheel because I'm going to do my service brake. Straighten my wheel. Release my parking brake. And then I pull to the left or to the right. Now I'm going to turn the main switch off. Only turn the main switch off. With your foot yet on the brake, pressure on the brake. If this bus loses more than 3 psi in 1 minute, this bus is not safe to operate.
You're good.
Now, I'm going to turn the main switch back on. 2 clicks. Now, I'm going to pump my brakes below 85 psi, and my lower light, indicator light, will come on and it should stay on. Okay, it's on. I'll put darkness back up there. I'm going to turn my main switch back off. Now I'm going to pump my brakes below 50 psi, and my parking brake will engage. Okay, it's up. How much time do I have?
You have 7 minutes left.
Okay. This concludes my pre-trip. Now, in the event that I did mess up on my 3-part brake test, we would like for you guys to start over with your service brake. It's imperative you must pass the 3-part brake test. You can have up to 60 up until this point and yet fail on the 3-part brake test. So we must pass our 3-part brake test. So if that happens, again, I'd like for you guys to start over with your service brake. By doing that, you're going to start the bus. Hit the start button. Give it some acceleration. It will build the air pressure up quicker. Build it up a little past 90. After that, you're going to put it in drive. The wheels is already straight. You're going to release the parking brake. And you're going to move the bus again. Do not pull to the left and to the right. As I said before, only turn the main switch off with your foot yet on the brake. Apply pressure yet on your brake. If this bus loses more than 3 psi in 1 minute, this bus is not safe to operate. And from that point on, he will release you when that 1 minute is up. From that point, you're going to turn the main switch back on, which you have to put light up there. And from that point on, you're going to say, I'm going to pump my brakes below 85 psi. And my low air light indicator will come on and stay on. Okay, it's on. From that point, you're going to turn the main switch back off. And you're going to say, I'm going to pump my brakes below 50 psi. And my parking brake will engage. Okay, it's up. And then that's when you ask them again how much time you would have. And you should have anywhere from 3 to 4 minutes left. Then, if you can't think of anything, you can say, this concludes my pre-trip. Thank you.